transform family disrespect into personal power. Family is meant to be the place where you feel safest, most understood, and most loved. Yet, for many, the reality is that family can be a source of deep pain and frustration. Whether it's a parent who manipulates, a sibling who belittles, or relatives who disregard your boundaries, the constant disrespect can erode your sense of self and leave you questioning your worth. But the question we must ask ourselves is this: how do we preserve our peace, our identity, and our dignity, even when those closest to us don't respect them? This video is a deep dive into 20 powerful Stoic strategies that will teach you how to reclaim your power, maintain your emotional balance, and handle disrespect from family without losing your integrity. Drawing from ancient wisdom, we'll explore how you can create boundaries, master emotional detachment, and rise above toxic behaviors. These timeless principles aren't just about surviving, they're about thriving, no matter the circumstances. Ready to regain control of your life? Let's get started. The hidden pain of disrespect from family. Family can be both a source of our greatest love and, paradoxically, our deepest wounds. The people closest to us hold the power to shape our lives, but sometimes they use that power against us. Disrespect within the family can take many forms: manipulation, judgment, criticism, or simply a disregard for your emotional well-being. When those who should protect you instead hurt you, it shakes your core. But in such moments, the Stoics teach us that we must not react in kind. We are not responsible for others' actions, only our own responses. Disrespect from family can feel like a betrayal, but rather than allowing it to fester within us, we can use it as an opportunity for growth. The first step is to acknowledge the pain without letting it define us. By accepting that disrespect is something we can't always control, we free ourselves from the burden of trying to change others. Instead, we focus on how we choose to respond. The Stoics believed that we are not disturbed by things themselves, but by the opinions we hold about them. This shift in perspective allows us to retain our peace and sense of self, no matter what others do. The Stoic principle: control what you can, let go of what you can't. When it comes to family dynamics, one of the most profound Stoic principles to remember is the distinction between what is in our control and what is not. We cannot control the actions, words, or behaviors of others, but we can control how we respond. This realization is liberating, for it frees us from the mental and emotional prison of trying to fix our family or make them see things our way. Instead of trying to change your family, focus on changing your perspective and actions. Stoicism teaches us that external circumstances are often beyond our influence, but our inner responses are entirely within our power. This is where true strength lies. Rather than internalizing the disrespect, we detach ourselves emotionally from it. We stop taking it personally. By recognizing what is within your control, your own thoughts, your own actions, and your own responses, you reclaim your power. No longer are you at the mercy of others' words and actions. Instead, you are the master of your own mind, your own peace, and your own integrity. This is the foundation of Stoic strength and resilience. Establishing boundaries with clarity and confidence. Boundaries are often viewed as barriers, but in reality, they are bridges to self-respect. When family members disregard your space, your feelings, or your needs, setting boundaries is not just important, it is necessary for your emotional survival. But the key to boundaries is not only in saying no, it's in doing so with clarity, confidence, and compassion. The Stoics teach us that our actions should be guided by wisdom and virtue, not fear. Fear of judgment, fear of rejection, or fear of conflict should never dictate your boundaries. You have the right to protect your emotional well-being and to demand respect. This doesn't mean cutting ties with family, but it does mean not allowing them to overstep in ways that harm you. Setting boundaries is a declaration of your worth, not to others, but to yourself. It's an act of self-respect, and it's rooted in a Stoic understanding that your inner peace is non-negotiable. By communicating your limits clearly and without guilt, you show others that you value yourself enough to enforce your needs. And through this, you teach others how to treat you with respect. The power of emotional detachment. Rising above negativity. The Stoics were masters of emotional detachment, and for good reason. They understood that our emotions are the only thing we truly control in a world full of chaos. When faced with disrespect from family, it's easy to become emotionally reactive, to respond with anger, frustration, or defensiveness. But reacting in this way only perpetuates the cycle of negativity. Emotional detachment is not about shutting down your feelings. It's about choosing not to let the negativity of others control your emotional state. This doesn't mean you're indifferent to your family's behavior. Rather, it means that you are no longer at the mercy of their disrespect. The Stoic approach invites you to detach from the immediate emotional reaction and instead, engage with the situation from a place of calm and reason. This emotional distance allows you to respond thoughtfully, rather than impulsively. By mastering emotional detachment, you empower yourself to rise above the chaos and maintain your peace, no matter what others may do or say. Walking your path with confidence, without guilt. The final step in this Stoic journey is the realization that your path is yours to walk, regardless of how others see it. Too often, we allow family members' judgments to shape our sense of self. We shrink ourselves to fit their expectations, suppress our desires, and compromise our values to gain their approval. But the Stoics remind us that true freedom comes when we stop seeking validation from others and instead, live in alignment with our own principles. Living without guilt doesn't mean disregarding your family's feelings or refusing to engage with them. It means living authentically, without the constant need for approval. The Stoics lived according to their highest virtues, undeterred by the opinions or actions of others. In doing so, they found peace and purpose. When you walk your path with confidence, knowing who you are, what you stand for, and what you will not tolerate, you become a model of strength, grace, and integrity. The more you live with this unwavering confidence, the more respect you will naturally attract. The key to respect is not to demand it from others, but to first give it to yourself. Conclusion. Embrace your power and walk your path with purpose. In moments of family disrespect, the Stoic way is not to battle with others, but to conquer the inner turmoil within ourselves. By applying the timeless principles of Stoicism, focusing on what you can control, setting clear boundaries, mastering emotional detachment, and walking your path with confidence, you will not only protect your peace but will be respected for the strength and integrity you embody. If you're ready to transform the way you interact with your family and reclaim your power, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more empowering content. Join us on this journey of personal growth and Stoic wisdom, where we help you rise above limitations and live with purpose. Take control of your life, and let the respect you deserve flow naturally. Want more Stoic wisdom to guide your journey? Subscribe now and join the Beyond the Vision Mindset community. Let's continue to rise above challenges and embrace the power of our true selves. Leave a comment below and let us know how you've used Stoic principles in your own life, or if you have any questions about setting boundaries and cultivating inner peace.